Okay, composite functions. This will be the second time this one's given. Okay, f plus g of x, all we're going to do is put two parentheses with our functions added together, so it's going to be 5x to the second. Make that plus -1 right away so you don't get confused later on. Plus -1 and 8x plus -3. The x's will not be able to combine. -1 plus -3 is -4, so -4. Okay, now I insert the -4 in. So 5, -4 to the second, plus 8, -4, and then -4. Gives me 44. Okay, f minus g of x, okay? So it's minus, so 5x plus x squared plus -1, and then 8x plus -3. Okay, that goes to plus, the 8 goes negative, the 3 goes positive. Okay, so 5x squared and 8x plus -8x, and then -1 and 3 makes 2. Okay, and then I'm going to put -3 in. So 5 times -3 to the second plus -8, -3 plus 2 gives me 71. Okay, f divided by g of x, easiest one. Okay, f is going to be 5x the second power plus -1, and then 8x plus -3. Okay, so I'm going to insert 2 in. So 5 parentheses to this. I'll just do it on the calculator. So 5 times 2 to the second plus -1 is 19. Then 8 parentheses 2 plus -3 is going to be 13. You can't reduce that. That'll just stay the same. Okay, the dreaded inputs. So f is 5x the second. We'll start with the hard one first. And we need to replace the x with the parentheses. The second power travels out here. And then we need to put 8x plus -3. Again, I don't know how many times I need to say it using please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Helps out a heck of a lot here. Parentheses, you have them. You can't add the numbers inside. Exponents, yeah, I have it, and it's more than just x, so I need to actually figure out what that is. Not q, though. You're not solving it. You're just simplifying it with PEMDAS. So hi-ho, it's off to the scratch paper I go. 8x plus -3 times 8x plus -3. So 8x multiplied by 8x, 8x multiplied by -3, -3 multiplied by 8x, and -3 multiplied by -3. So that's going to be 64x to the second, and -24x, and -24x, and that's 9, okay? So that makes -48x. Now, what do you do with that, though, is the question. Well, you need to drop your 5 and make a parentheses without the power of 2. Because that's gone. I already got rid of that when I've duplicated it. So I have 64x squared plus -48x plus 9. Okay, now it's time to multiply. I'm going to get a huge answer here at the end. Okay, because the exponent's been eliminated. It was hard work doing it, but I did it. Multiply, yeah, I'm going to do that here. So 5 times 64 is 320 with an x squared. 5 times -48 is -240 with an x, and 5 times 9 is 45. And we still got the -1, so the multiplication's been done. Now it's time to add, so we can add 45 to -1, that's 44. So 320x squared minus 240x, and that's going to be 44. Okay, now put the 2 in here. So 320 parentheses 2 to the second minus 240 parentheses 2 plus 44. 844. Okay, now G was 8x plus -3, so out of here with the x. And we're coming in with the F, sorry, which was 5x to the second plus -1. Okay, now parentheses, you can't add the numbers in there. Exponents, yeah, you have it, but it's just on x, so nice. Okay. Multiplication, go through here, that's 40x squared plus -8 plus -3. So multiplying's done. And then adding, okay, you add those two, and that's 40x squared plus -11. And we'll be putting the -5 in. $9.89. Okay, given that f input g of x is 4 times the square root of x minus 3 plus 5, find the two separate functions. Okay. So we got x minus 3. That's going in for our g. And then I have 4. I have the square root, and x minus 3 comes out and is replaced with x, and then plus 5. Okay, find the inverse of the equation. Well, replace those. X equal, or no, flip them. X equals 2y squared plus 10. Get that 10 out of there, because now you got to get y by itself. So it's going to say x minus 10 on this side. And then I have 2y to the second. So I have to divide by 2. Divide by 2. Now, I don't actually divide anything. I just leave that because of the variable that's there. And y to the second. Now, get rid of your second power, square root, and that cancels. And then I'm going to have a square root over there. So, put equals. Y is now by itself. I've accomplished that. And I have the square root of x minus 10 over 2. Okay, last problem. Can be hard, though. I buy a refrigerator. There's a 7% tax and a $75 delivery fee. Write an equation for the $75 delivery fee being applied to an unknown cost of X dollars. So I write X, and it's dollars, so you're just going to add or subtract onto it, but a delivery fee is added onto your cost. And we call that F parentheses X, F of X, and we put a 1 in front. Bingo. Write an equation for the 7% tax being applied to the unknown cost of X dollars. Now we're talking X dollars in percents. Okay. So I take 100% and I need to add 7%. So that's 107. And you need to move the decimal twice. Okay. So 1.07. Now you got to write that correctly. You don't leave multiplication like that. Okay, I see people put 1 there, and they'll just, oh, good. No, when you have a variable time, when you have it plus a number, you just put the 1 in front and leave it. But when you have it times, you need to put that so it looks right. And that's G parentheses X. Okay. Compose the equations together so the $75 delivery fee is applied first. So compose, we just put X, and this is slot 1. That X would have to travel through in slot 2. Okay? Where did I have $75? Up here. That's the F equation. And then the G. And then down here, all we're going to do is just flip the composition so it goes the other way. Okay, so I work my input magic. So I write G down, 1.07x. Place that. In its place, we will be putting the F, which was 1x plus 75. Okay. Parentheses can't add. Exponents, you don't have any. Well, you better multiply. So 1.07 times 75, and I got 80.25. Okay, and then this one here, we start with our F function, 1x plus 75. 1 parentheses plus 75. And I put the G in, so 1.07x. Okay, so only thing it multiplies is this. Well, that's pretty hard. 1.07x plus 75. So they're not the same, okay? There will be a difference in price. Now I insert 1,300 here and here. So 1.07 times 1,300 plus 80.25. I got $1,471.25. Okay, now let's plug it into the other one, and for X. So 1.07 times 1,300, because I know that's the unknown cost, plus 75. And I got 1,466. Okay, that's that. Deuces.